Hey y'all, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, like I said in the last video, we're gonna be wiring up my amp and everything. So yeah, sorry for the bad lighting. It's 8:16 at night right now. As you can see, it's pitch black outside. But yeah, so I kind of started. I had to call my buddy because he knows what he's talking about. Sorry for the bad phone quality. It's just because of the light. Hold on, I got a flashlight. But yeah, so we got converter and then wiring kit, and then the amp is still in the box over there. But now we got to cut this piece of carpet off because he said it's better just to wire it up, or you drill a hole into metal and hook it up onto metal. So I'm gonna cut a square piece out from, as you can see, you can kind of see where I already started cutting all the way down to this, just a square. It's gonna be nice, straight, and everything. So that's what we got to do first, and then I'll get back with you on when we mount these, and then we can wire them. So yeah. Okay, so here's the two-way converter. Those are for the two speakers, so this one's only going to be for the front two speakers because I got to get another one. But, whoa, why is it? Oh, I was like, why is it on? But it's not. So that's where I think I'm going to mount it at. And then I'm going to make the wires because it's going to look all pretty and stuff. And the wires are going to run up this quarter panel, actually down the quarter panel, or whatever the frick this pillar is, all the way underneath. And then the head unit, which is the radio. But I think that's how you do it. It says on that on the wiring kit how to do it, but yeah, this is going to look really nice back here. I mean, I'm going to clean up the carpet, but yeah, it's going to look good. Trust. Okay, so my idea is that since this only has the speaker inputs, the two front and driver, or the front driver speakers, you know, the front two speakers, they only come in, so then they have the power input, the remote in, remote power ground, blah, 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 all that BS. And they only have this speaker input, but I don't have a bass output because I don't have a subwoofer. So, since I only have a main RC output, so that's how I understand it. This goes the amp. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this thing out right here, this square piece, the size of this thing, so it's not noticeable, and then put this bad girl, this high compact, fucking, that's what it's called. Yeah, it was expensive, $240. But this thing is gonna fit perfectly right there, and I'm gonna run all my power wires down, and then hopefully it works the way I want it to. Because, well, actually, either that or I'm gonna put it up here. Maybe I might put it up here so I have more clearance of everything, because I took out those two the seatbelt holder thingy and the seat holder and whatever that other strap thing is. But I think I'm just gonna mount in here. So then all the RCA cables can go in perfectly, the ground wire and remote things can go all in, and then all the speaker outputs can come in very easily. But there's a little hole back there behind the seatbelt mechanic, and then I can also run all my wires down through here behind the carpet so you can't see it, so it just comes out of nowhere. And I think it's going to look really cool. I need your guys' help down in the comments. I have no idea what I'm doing. I keep on calling my buddy that has a whole audio system, and I keep on calling him like every 5 minutes asking him questions because, you know, he knows more than I do. And I also figured out that these seats are from 2014. So this thing has all new interior in it. Didn't even know that. But, okay, I got to get to work, even though I don't even have... I can't even drill anything in right now because I don't have a drill bit or a drill. So now I'm really just planing this all out right now. But yeah, so stay tuned for wiring all this BS up. But we got to cut that out, so let's get to it. Okay, this is over here. I got this ruler. So the way you can mount this is there's 4 screws that come, and you kind of mount it like this so it stays in place, and you can just take it off whatever you want. So that's what I got to do over there. So that's why I have this. I'm going to measure and see how far these holes are apart from each other. And then I'm going to use this as my 90-degree angle because I don't have a sweet square. Yeah. So yeah, that's where that's going to sit. That's how that looks in there right now. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. I think it's going to be real easy to run all the wires through it because, well, I just think it's going to be easy. And then this 2 wires literally just go whoop down through there. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That's bad. But yeah, as you can see, I marked out where it goes. Now, this is going to go either right there, probably, is where I'm going to put it. Right up top. Maybe that second one, if there's enough room. Probably that top one, because, well, it's easy to access if it never needs anything. But I'm probably going to put it lower, just so it's easier to wire everything. And then it takes less wire. But I have a roll of 50-foot speaker wire, which I'm probably gonna need more of it. Actually, I don't know. Maybe to wire all 4 speakers, cause I need to cut all these speakers and rewire them all to the amp, which is gonna take forever. God, this is way more work than I thought it'd be. But yeah, so now we gotta mark this out where it goes, and I think we're gonna be done for tonight because I can't really do anything else because I need to drill holes. So yeah, let's do it. Update. So there's these 4 mounting holes, and I can't mount it because then I have to be inside, and then I gotta drill holes through the whole cab, and I'm not doing that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if these will tighten down with the screws that, you know, SKAR provided, hopefully, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a piece of like the thinnest sheet metal I possibly can find, and I'm gonna make a bracket out of it just by drilling 2 holes. Hopefully it works. Hopefully, I don't know. I might have to call one of my buddies. But I think it's just going to go right here. It fit there fine. I'm going to make my own bracket for it. Hopefully it works. And then to tune this thing, you got to undo these bolts. And then, or these little Allen screws. And then you can tune it, which my buddy's going to do because he knows what he's doing. I don't. So I'm just installing this because I think I know what I'm doing when I really don't. But I'm not going to mess it up tonight, so I think we're going to call it quits there. I just got to go get metal tomorrow. Or I could cut this thing up, but I don't really want to do that because this is a Ford part, and I might put back on there if it's not in the way. But yeah, I don't know yet. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning when I get to working on this again. Okay, so it's next day. Got the 2 amp holes drilled. So then I'm just going to mount it up a little bit and then drill the other ones. But then, well, I'm going to mount it up, then drill the other ones. So then I can, like, you know, do it easier. But yeah, so let's get this thing mounted up and let's see if it actually fits the holes, hopefully. So I got all 4 holes drilled out for the amp to go on. Now we're going to screw it up there. And then we can start the wire. Well, actually, no, we got to do the converter too. But then we're going to start the wiring. Dude, this Milwaukee fan's cool as freak. But now I got amp wired, converter wired. Or not wired, just mounted right now. Now it's time for the worst part ever, and that is wiring everything. But I think I'm going to start from wiring the power and ground to this. Well, first, actually, hold on. Let's grab this thing all the way over here. Oh my God. Sorry, this thing is a cluttered mess right now. And then we're going to put that on. Boom. That magnet's on, and then boom, that magnet's on. I think these go blue. Not too sure, but we'll figure it out. But now it's time to start wiring, and I don't even know where to start. Is do your power and ground. Well, this, I guess, is going to be our ground wire, because that's what it says in the directions. So it goes here negative, and I'm just going to ground it right here where there's already stuff grounded. So I'm just going to put it in that bolt and then be done with it, because why not? That's smart, I guess, to me. Here's a power cable. This is going to go inside the truck through, I don't really know yet, probably somewhere easy that already has stuff going inside the truck. Don't know yet, but I think probably right there where all that other stuff is going through. But yeah, now I got to make this long enough to where it's on the battery and then goes here. So yeah, let's get to it. And I got to heat shrink and wrap this because I got to cut a lot off, which is going to suck, but it's whatever. So what I'm thinking is this ground wire, according to the diagram, I'm pretty sure this is for if you have its own battery. Not in my case, I don't have my own battery. It's just main battery because it's just door speakers and a 400 watt amp. So I don't even think I need this, but I got it wired up. Now it's time to do the power cable, and then we got to come over here to see the fuse that the power cable is going to go onto. Yeah. Okay, quick little update. Oh my, I'm dying. Power cable is on, and it's ran through. Bet you can't tell that there's a zip tie there unless you look. But this is what it looks like so far. And yeah, so power wire is run. Another zip tie holding in. Oh, that's cool. My glue came off. Well, this thing is going to have glue on it. If you can't tell, it's just going to be sitting there with glue on it. Looks kind of tough. But then it runs through there. And I got to push all this wire back through there. But then, yeah, hold on. Then we come right through here. It's all wired up, the blue line, and now to here. But when I get back from work, I gotta go work like for 4 hours or whatever. And it's 5 o'clock right now, so that's gonna suck. But then, yeah, we'll be done with this. We gotta take this out. I don't even know if we're gonna have enough power wire. You know, I would hope so. To get all the way back there, nah, I don't even think we're gonna make it. Son of a gun. Well, I guess we're gonna have to figure something out about that. But until then, let's just run wire. I don't know if you could switch 8 gauge to 4 gauge. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure that out, but I'll see you guys in the next. So before heading to work, I came to realize that we have a slight problem that, I don't know if I said this in the last clip or not, but that does not reach all the way over there at all. And this is 8 gauge wire. But I have a 4 gauge wire kit right there that I bought a long time ago that I thought I was going to need for door speakers. But I thought, because that has speaker wire, and I didn't really know anything. But now that I know a little bit, glad that thing came in handy when I bought it, because that had speaker wire in it, and that's what I thought I needed. But you could just go to Walmart and buy 4 gauge wire, which I didn't know. So that's what I did. Now I have 4 gauge ground wire. So if we come to this side, I have 4 gauge ground wire and 8 gauge or 4 gauge power wire. So my plan is to get an amp reducer box from Walmart when I go to work. Hopefully my mom can go get one so we can finish this bull crap tonight. And we're going to put it in back there, probably just mount it to where you can't see it behind the carpet. And then we're going to figure out how, and then I got to put 8 gauge ground, plug it into this, because this goes into the amp itself. So 4 gauge ground is going to go there, 4 gauge power wire, and then whatever the REM is, but I don't remember. So yeah, let's do it. So I went to Walmart last night around 9 o'clock at night when I got back home from work. Actually, I got home at like 8, but then I left and didn't get home till 9:30 because I went to Walmart and found this 8 gauge wiring kit. So hopefully, I mean, it has everything I need, but all I need is this power wire. That's it. Literally just this. That's all I needed. I don't need any of this other bullshit or junk. I don't need any of it, but whatever. Throw that trash away. But now I got to unravel this and then heat shrink and crimp these 2 wires together with a connector like that. This big of a connector. But yeah, I think the other thing has a bigger one, so hopefully that fits, because if not, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, let's get into it. You can't tell where this wire comes from. Took this whole B-pillar, I think it's called, out, made the wire go all the way running, and I don't think we have to connect the wires anymore, because I think we have enough room, like literally barely any room. So I think we'll be able to do it. So yeah, I think we just gotta put that into the ground cable, and then I'll tell you if we have enough room or not, or if we have to move the amp over. Hopefully not. I finally got all the slack out of the line, so this line is like as tight as you can get it. I mean, besides right here. So I'm gonna try to like hang it up somewhere to make it look real nice, or just leave it like that. Probably just leave it like that because it still looks good. But it's sitting there. So now it's time to do the ground, and then yeah, then we're gonna see if it works and power it up. Okay, so right now, I'm putting in the ground cable, and yeah, it literally just comes off that to here, and hopefully that's enough paint gone, because this clip down there, this clip right here, was to hold the seat in place, but I don't want to keep the seat in place, so it's kind of nice that it's gone. And like, look how perfectly, yeah, Ford made this to have a sound system in it. Like, this is so perfect. And the paint was already grounded, well, mostly gone around it, but yeah, I'm gonna test and see if it powers on at least. But yeah, and I'll update you guys. So right now we're wiring up the remote turn on switch, I guess. I think that's what I think I plugged it in, because it's a 12-volt accessory, which whenever the radio turns on, and then we plug this into the amp should come on. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if it works. So I've been trying to turn it on and it won't turn on, and I've done all this stuff. Connected RCA cables at the back of the speaker. Connected this remote turn on switch for the speaker to the back of the radio, or not the speaker, for the amp, to the back of the radio. As you can see, I got everything done. Obviously, I'm gonna unplug those and rewire it, but I'm just trying to see if it actually will fucking turn on and see if I got everything wired. But that's aluminum, not metal. This is metal. So what I'm gonna do is scrape all this freaking paint off, and hopefully it'll turn on and ground it the right way. I'm so pissed right now, guys. So you wanna know what the problem was? This was on. It had to be off. It got turned on. Everything's working right. Ground wires hooked up. Power wires hooked up. Now we gotta rerun this underneath, and then actually no. I need to undo it from here and then rerun it from that. So then I can measure it and make sure I don't have 17 foot of line here, because I don't need that. So let's get into rerunning it. So now the plan is that's not even in there all the way. I just put it there for now just so I can get it out of my freaking way, because it was making me mad. It kept on falling over. But now I need to start running this power wire. So what I'm going to do is make sure enough slack is out. So probably that much to where this radio can come out, because I'm probably going to have to take it out a couple more times. Who knows what will happen. But now I got the vacuum over here. We're going to start vacuuming while I'm doing this, because this is disgusting. And I think I'm going to rerun my own speaker wire, or rerun the wires directly to the amp itself. So it should work. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But I don't really know yet. I got to talk to more people about what I need to do. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so we got the RCA cables routed all the way up to the head unit up there. They're wired in, as you can see down there. Now it's time for speaker wire. So I don't even know what the frick this is from, but I think it is just long enough to run from this speaker all the way into this, and then throughout up to this harness, wherever the harness is. This harness. So yeah, hopefully it works. So let's get to taking off this door panel. If you want to see how to take this door panel off for 2011 F-150, make sure to go check that video out on my channel. So let's get into wiring. So we got the first speaker almost wired, basically. Just ran all the way through this tube, into this pillar, all the way down, up through here. And now we're at this part where I got to connect it to channel 3, because, or no, this would be channel 4, because, yeah. Because I'm probably going to try to figure out how I'm going to wire that up. Not in this video, obviously, because I'm just going to have one of my buddies just wire it up for me. But, yeah. So, this is going to be channel 4. That will be channel 3, 1, 2. Yeah, so let's wire her up, and then I'll show you guys when it's fully done. Okay, so this speaker's wired up now, and oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, so all you can see is all my settings are just straight up, because I'm going to let my friend tune this, but oh yeah, 2 times louder, just this one speaker. Holy, if you guys could hear this in real life, it is so loud, with no subs, just door speakers. So now we're moving on to the driver door, and so this speaker is going to be on channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. That's what this one's on. So, but I'm still just going to wire it up through there. But yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm done with this one. Okay, so right now, it's 8 o'clock. I got this speaker done. Don't worry about that. We got to put all this side back together. This side is done. This side is all wired up. So what I'm going to do is just shove this behind the carpet and then just forget about it. Put it like that, and then boom, it looks clean. Looks good. Looks actually really good. But yeah, now time the other side. And we got to put this all back together first, then we can do the other side. So let's get back to work. All right, so it is, what time is it? It is 10 o'clock exactly on the dot at night, and I got everything wired up. Every speaker is done, and there's the amp all the way over there. Hold on, let's go over there. Okay, so it's all wired up, as you can see, all wired up. I'm gonna tidy this up just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look bad. The seats flip up, sit all the way back amazingly. So yeah, hope you guys have really enjoyed this video. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what else you want me to do to my truck, and I'll see you guys in the next one.